versus French Renegades. Here is a Costablanca Barbarians versus Shoguns. Both teams have won the first 2 matches. This is a Pool A encounter in the women's category. This is 27th edition of Safari Sevens. Whoever wins here tops the pool and gets a favorable quarterfinal pairing tomorrow when we'll have the knockout rugby matches. Oscar, what's your take so far?
Oh, this is a big one, Elijah. It's a big one. Watch out for Costa Barbarians. Paloma Garcia. Watch out for Paula Requena. She's got a couple of tries. Paula Ruiz also really feisty. The Costablanca defending champions of Safari Sevens. But Shogun, I think, will have something to say about that. Yeah, already the defense, they do a really blitz defense, Costablanca. But Shogun have good skilled players as well.
Yeah, it will be an interesting one. This one, it will give us a good indication of who has the upper hand as we get to the business end of day 2. Jostling and preparing to get positions in the pool for the knockout games tomorrow. Just butchering that one, Oscar.
Yes, I was just going to say that they use the defense here to convert that into an attacking opportunity. They really press hard. Costablanca, and they spread the field really wide.
Wait for the ball to come in.
Just off your screen here, number 8 for Costablanca has come really right at the edge of the field. That's Denise Gotaza.
Yeah, Costablanca really are very astute in their passing. One of the best passing teams I've seen in the ladies category. They use the full width of the pitch. And these are ominous times for Shogun. This should be an easy walk-in try, and it is for Costablanca Barbarians. Denise Gotaza with the first try for Costablanca after a sustained period in the red zone of Shogun ladies.
Yeah, again, the quick play there. If you notice, that's what they did against Cubs a couple of games ago. Costablanca, they played really quickly. It was a penalty on the scrum, I think, for an early push. Quick scratch there, and then quick hands just right out to the Denise there. Wonderful display of sevens rugby there. Catch pass, and eventually Denise, with no one in front of her, just makes an easy try there for Costablanca, who take the early lead here.
Yeah, showing to go to the left, then turning and putting the ball high in the skies on the right. Good recovery there by Shogun ladies, and then they use the boot to go back into the backyard. And there is the chase is good enough, actually ahead of the defending players. It's off the knees, so game is live, no knock on. Costablanca do well to scramble back, and they give back in equal measure. Both teams playing tennis here, trying to play territorial rugby. Good chase line there, good chasing by Costablanca Barbarians, and going in to contest, and they turn over the ball 25 meters out. Don't think they're stopping them here. Going all the way to score. Paula Requena, another of her number of tries that she has had this tournament.
Yes, we said watch out for her. She has really good eye for the try line. But that was good turnover defense here. They did sacrifice some territory, possession for territory, but it was a good chase here by Denise, and eventually they got a turnover. Then eventually the beneficiary of that is Paula Requena, or Requena, depending on how you want to pronounce that.
Yeah.
As you see, Denise just missed that conversion. She also kicks for post. The main organizer of this Costablanca team is Sylvia Morales, who does most of the organization. But in this case here, we see Requena just, I beg your pardon, yes, that's Requena, just going up for the try.
Yeah, really nice play from Costablanca Barbarians, showing the intent early on and meaning business in this women category. That ball pops out of the rack area, and the referee says plays on.
Crawling over the player on the ground.
That's a fair call. I was not so sure about that. He's closer. I felt it was good contest, but the referee says, you know,
yeah, we'll need the replay just to be clear on that call. The referee was closer than and on the spot to make that call.
I claimed it was a back roll there.
Oh yeah, it was. She was off her feet then.
Yes, it's a fair call there from the center referee.
Penalizing Mata Catabrana for
Bind.
contesting off it.
Set.
Defensive scrum right on the borderline of their red zone.
Directly to the deck.
Referee
Let's have it again.
resets this
No,
one.
It's okay. It's okay. Let's have it again, guys. Patience. Let's go by the sequence. Set and wait for the ball.
Yeah, a lot of teams being very trying to push the limits here when it comes to the scrum down.
Especially when you're in the red zone, as you say.
Yeah.
That's a good hit by Shogun for that scrum. And then they bring that short line. Remember, Costablanca also used the same model.
Yeah, meeting their match there on defense, but getting out of their red zone. Then trying to recycle, going to their right. It's a well-set defense here from Costablanca. So she tucks it and goes into contact, almost losing the ball. Nice offloads in the contact areas, those short spaces. Now they have numbers out wide. If she can see, play an offload game. No,
she should
just
have
goes in and loses. Yeah, they had numbers out.
She should have let that one go.
Will be a yellow card here. Let's listen in.
Number 16. You can't throw the ball away off a penalty.
Yeah,
yellow
just
card.
penalized there. I think it's Issa Prince.
Yeah, Issa Prince guilty of just interfering with an opportunity for Costablanca to have a quick restart of the penalty.
I think Issa was just frustrated there. She should have let that go.
Look at that. Just throws it away. I love the
She
way.
should have let it go in terms of the pass, not necessarily after the penalty.
The pass. Yeah. Before that particular incident, she had numbers and actually caused the supporting player to come back short.
Yeah.
But then it was too late. That ability to just scan the position you're in, the defense setup, and the numbers you have on attack is such a critical skill.
Long pass to the east here. Should they have missed?
Yeah, just
with the overlap.
Pumping and trying to get herself out of that, but they do well to reset. And then a strong carry again off that rack. Looks like it might be a turnover, but Shogun not able to turn it over.
I think Costablanca are doing this. You know, they have an overlap. If you just play in the numbers here, they have 4v2 on the outside. Maybe I'm preempting something here, but I would have thought that to just commit and pass.
I think they are playing a battle of attrition here. It's trying to wear down, but 10 points is not something to be comfortable about. All it takes is one converted try, and it will be nervy moments for the Costablanca ladies. Then looking to go out in the 5-meter channel, going down at her own terms. Paula Requena, thorn in the flesh for any team, and has been really instrumental.
The pass to Denise, I just think it's a necessary, especially if you have an overlap here. And Shogun are doing really well here to try and defend this. Another overlap, but she doesn't let it go. Now she gets it go when the defense is already up in their face.
Yeah, that was telegraphed and gave the opportunity to the defender to just filter through. That delayed pass caused that intercept. And Shogun, though not enjoying territory, they have shown that they are good in their defensive setup.
Do you think they're a bit, mentally rattled here? I mean, physically, I think they're a decent side, Costablanca. Are they being a bit too cautious against Shogun, giving them maybe too much respect, even though they're already leading this one?
Yeah, I believe so, because it's been a very tentative play from them. They are leading 10-0, yes, but it's with a cagey approach. They are not swinging the ball out wide. They're not using the full pitch as we have seen them do in the other two games. So, yes, there is that element that perhaps they're giving too much respect. And yeah, we are back for the second half of this Group Pool A encounter. Top of the table decider between Costablanca Barbarians and Shogun. Both teams won their first two matches. This is to decide who finishes first and second in that pool. So far, Costablanca have been clinical and they have controlled the pace of this game, the tempo of this game, leading by 2 tries in the first half. Shogun finally getting some good rub of territory here, and they have numbers out 2v1, but goes into contact. Looks like just I was thinking it was borderline penalty, but going for the jackal knocked it on, and it becomes a scrum for Shogun. But they are enjoying territory here. first time that they have a good platform to attack in Costablanca's red zone.
I think they've managed very well to shut out the likes of Charlotte Woodman, who had a good game earlier on for Shogun.
Put in that is, again, that scrum area being taking too much time, eating too much playing time.
To be fair, Costablanca team is, have a couple of Spanish women national team players. Denise herself has played for Spain Sevens. Same for Marta. Cantabrana herself also a Spain Sevens international.
So a big continent of Spanish players in this one for Costablanca. And Shogun quite familiar with the way Costablanca play. Both teams have met previously a number of times. That probably speaks to the caginess.
Yeah, it does, because a couple of players also on the other side who've played for Spain. There's about 4 players in the Costablanca team that play for the Spanish women team. I mean, 4 is quite a number if you think about it.
When you have a 7
side,
on the pitch, 4 is quite a big number.
Carmen, Marta, Denise, Jimena Blanco herself also has played for the Spanish team.
Yeah, Shogun ladies just trying to vie for their first try in this match. Really struggling to break down the Costablanca defense, who are holding strong and firm. There is no sweeper, there's no one at the backyard. But Shogun coming under pressure, and indiscipline starting to show now. Yeah, Costablanca Barbarians with a lot of experience on the national level. That count of players who've turned up for the Spanish side, including their head coach, who has been in the Spanish national team setup.
We should have seen that earlier, Elijah, when you have a national team coach.
Yeah, Maria Ribera, head coach of Costablanca Barbarians, always have identified Safari Sevens as a fixture in their calendar, in their touring calendar. Come and sharpen their clothes in preparation for the World Rugby 7th circuit. Shogun enjoying a lot of possession in this second half. Nothing to show for it, but 3 minutes and more counting. This one will be a try.
This Woodman, I think it is Woodman.
Yeah, finally being released to go. Carlota Kaikoa.
I think that was Charlotte. No, Woodman, is it?
I think it's Carlota.
Carlota.
Yeah, Carlota just finally breaking free, going to score, putting Shogun back into the conversation for this match.
That is Carlota.
Conversion to come that will make things, doesn't even get to the try line. So 10-5, more than enough time for both teams.
Yep.
To influence the outcome of this game, as you see there, offloading in the tackle.
It was Carlota herself who just gave a pass and then came over the wraparound. Well done there. Double play by the Shogun try scorer. Oh, it's a decent kickoff there. Oh, just missed it. Just missed it. A knock on.
Yeah, Costablanca finally getting out of their shell. They have been defending for the last 3 minutes. And Shogun ladies all over them, contesting every single ball, going for all the scraps. One of the players there just signaling to the medic team. Looks like she has a blood issue around her fingers. So currently Shogun defending with 6. Costablanca now moving the ball much faster, looking for spaces, coming on a cutback. Good line of play here, and she's going all the way to score unattended. Paula Requena with another try. She is really the talisman for this team.
watch the work that has been done by Paloma Garcia, just going across and then with a sort of a switch loop play there by Paloma rather, and then in the end it's Paula Rakena who benefits from that try.
Yeah, really. Now,
there you go.
away.
There she is. Paloma is going to the edge, then attracting two players. I think the catch-up defender there from Shogun just guilty of overshooting. Should have trusted that the outside defender was going to take her. That created a space there for Paula to just cut back in. And he seems to be going away this one now from Shogun.
Yeah, after trying to get themselves back into this one, Costablanca getting their pressure and seeing that gap closing in, then they ease away with that try. Shogun not doing themselves any favors, knocking on that kickoff and turning over possession to Costablanca, then guilty of just shoving too early in that scrum down. A litany of errors now coming through in these last few seconds of this match. Both teams, I think, now feeling the altitude and everything.
And the heat.
Yeah.
They're decent. I think this you would argue this are among the top 3 teams in the tournament.
Indeed, there.
If you include the Lioness.
Yeah.
I think the Lioness, Costablanca, and Shogun are perhaps the top 3 teams. Of course, Costablanca defending champions.
Yeah, Costablanca getting a victory over Kenya Lionesses in last year's edition of the Safari Sevens that was hosted in Machakos Kenyatta Stadium. Shogun with one final say on this match, time running out, if only just to put some respect, some double digit on that scoreline. Preparation for the knockouts tomorrow. Shifting the ball out. Oh, juggles and still retains possession. Quite lucky.
Just about to say there, unfortunately, when you're juggling and then you come to the floor, and even if you try to release when you're off balance, if the ball just moves slightly, then